Where you at, Ron?
I'm an addict named Ron. And I'm here by God's grace and God's mercy. It's my pleasure to be here. I hope I can rise to the description that Scott gave me. That's a nice welcome, and I thanked him for it. Sometimes my fragility shows up, and I recognize just how fragile I am. And it's okay to be fragile. Oh, it's okay. The theme of this convention is certainly appropriate for the stuff I've been through. Against all odds, we do recover. Somewhere in 1967, in the city of Asbury Park, it was September 21st to be exact, Sergeant Frank Licitra of the New Jersey State Police arrested me in the city of Asbury Park for use of heroin. They didn't call it CDS then. Use of heroin. It was really simple. All right. And when Licitra handcuffed me, all right, he made some, check it out, disparaging comments. All right. He told me that I would never be anything. He told me that I was a social parasite. He embellished it by telling me that I was vermin. He said that I was not worth the air that I was believing and breathing. Well, for years I bought into what Licitra and the other messages, some of the same messages that you've been given. Messages given by families who don't understand. Messages given by teachers who are infant in their thinking, are underdeveloped and undeveloped people. But the message that I carried was that, check it out, that I was destined to always be a failure, destined to always be on the outside of mainstream living. 10 years ago, I would have said to the Citra, I should say it when I was at the podium, the Citra, like he would be here. I'd say to Citra, fuck you. But I don't say that anymore. What I say to the Citra now is thank you. Check it out. For letting me be myself again. The third tradition, right? The Citra, he didn't know that he was firing and fueling me up with the spirit of the third tradition. The third tradition says, check it out. It says that an addict who does not want to stop using will not stop using. It says they can be, check it out, analyzed, counseled, reasoned with, prayed over, threatened, beaten, or locked up, but they will not stop until they want to. That is the kind of will that we have. There's nothing ordinary about you. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing ordinary about you. You are extraordinary people having an extremely difficult time being ordinary. So when the Citra told me those things, looking back, Looking back in my recovery, I'm clean 18 and a half years. Right? They said it couldn't be done. They say we people caught in the grip of a continuing and progressive illness. Huh? Whose ends are, well, check it out, always the same. Jails, institutions, and death. I spent 15 years in Rahway State Prison, in Trenton State Prison. I met Cliff A. in Rahway State Prison. Well, that's right. He know who he is. Y'all know him. All right. I picked him up from Rahway State Prison. He's over 11 years clean. All right. So check it out. And it didn't have anything to do with me. It has to do with you. He comes to meetings. Because when I picked him up, he went and got high. I was pissed off at him. But I was clean. I was in recovery. I knew that he couldn't be analyzed, beaten, or counseled. So I was in prison for a long time. 4 different occasions. 33-262, 51-410, 54-045, 62524. My last prison number. I was paroled October 29th, 1985. First 4 years I caught hell. I never knew that hope was possible. Never knew it. I never heard that. Check it out. I started shooting dope New Year's Eve, 65. It's a long time ago. I'm shooting dope. It's $2 a bag. Cocaine costs $1. I told you I'm here by God's grace and God's mercy. 25 years I shot dope. A quarter of a century. Wait a minute. 1956, I was drinking from the family liquor closet. Blackberry brandy, Arrow vodka. I remember the brands. I can't remember shit now, but I remember the brands. You know, something about selective memory. $1959, I started smoking weed. Weed was $110 a pound. It was a different era. It's a different time and place. I got clean at the age of 41. I didn't get clean. I wasn't blessed to know about the possibility of recovery. Never heard about Narcotics Anonymous until 1986. Never heard about it. Now it is everywhere. Everybody knows about us. But I never heard about us. They told me check it out, I went to the New Jersey Neuropsychiatric Institute, Skillman, in 1967, trying to kick what we call a dope habit. It was a habit. I never heard the word addiction. Addiction wasn't in anybody. It wasn't even in the medical people's vocabulary. It was a habit. You got a habit. Just check it out. Nancy Reagan, just don't use. Just say no. It didn't work. I was in treatment 32 times. 32 times. between 1967 and 1989. 32 times. Sometimes were authentic and genuine. Other times they weren't. Sometimes it was, check it out, it was to get the heat off my ass. Parole, probation, family members. I'm no different than most of you. You know, how do I turn the heat down? Some of them were authentic, but there was none. I was in methadone programs, heroin my drug of choice, methadone programs, methadone maintenance, methadone detox, inpatient, outpatient, acupuncture programs, antidepressant programs, drug-free programs. I was in all kind of programs. Check it out. Now I thought that if I showed up and presented myself to a program, that the program would do the work for me. I didn't realize that it needed and required my participation. But I kept trying. There was something inside. Wait a minute. It was there a long time ago. Right? It says it in the 10th step. Right? And it works how and why. It says we need to stay in tune with the voice of our conscience and listen to what it's telling us. When we get a nagging feeling that something isn't quite right, we should pay attention to it. I used to hear that sound. You heard it before. You know, don't do that. Not a good move. Chill out and wait. The worst word that an addict wants to hear. Wait. In a room this size, half of you still are extremely uncomfortable with having to wait. How can I say, what qualifies me to say that? I got the same goddamn disease you have. That's what qualifies me to say that. There's no questions about who I am. I have an impulse control disorder. Addiction is an impulse control disorder. I gave you the before shot. The after shot is, check it out, that in the 18 and a half years that I've been in recovery, right, check it out, I've done some transformative things. Some things, you told me, right? You told me to become all that I can be. You told me to work on myself. You told me to step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. Take your best goddamn swing, Ron. Take your swing. You might not like the pitcher, but step up to the plate. If you don't step up to the plate, you don't have a chance in hell at hitting the ball. So recovery for me has been a challenge to step up to the plate. So I've been doing that. I'm in my dissertation for my PhD in psychology. I'm a licensed professional counselor in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I'm an internationally certified alcohol and drug counselor. I'm a certified addiction counselor in Pennsylvania. I'm a retired certified alcohol and drug counselor in New Jersey. I'm a certified criminal justice counselor. I have a license as a certified social worker. My point is, in the 11th step, check it out, when you own the fact that it ain't your will in your life. Huh? When in your third step, not when you do it in the third step, but as it manifests in our lives as we work this program, as if our lives depended on it, because they do, then we start to have a different kind of behavior. We start to continue to, now we listen to that nagging voice. That voice that comes often out of the 11th step We say in the 11th step, we saw it. We saw it. That means we are looking. It's not a goddamn accident. We saw it through prayer, whatever your form is. In meditation, whatever your form is. Huh? To improve. That if we can't improve something, if we don't already have it. Just check it out. We get it in the 7th step when your ass is on fire. On fire. If you're not on the 7th step yet, you'll just get there. Be prepared to have an ass extinguisher. The 7 steps, a situation shows up and you're trying to work the 6-step process on it. You tell on yourself. You expose yourself because it say our defects they grow in the dark and die in the light of exposure. Right? So we expose ourselves and we're going away in 6th step. Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to stop this shit. I'm telling on myself, yes, I no longer plan to do this. All right? You tell a home group, you tell your sponsor, you tell everybody. You know, and check it out, because you want to be strong in your spot when they show up, you know, and you've been working on, you say, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right with that. You know, I'm all right. I'm all right. Right? But there's this one thing. This one thing. Ooh. I like it. But it's no good. No good. Wrong. No. But I like it. It's no good, Ron. I like it. No, I like it. No. No. While using, we lived in another world. We experienced only periodic jolts of reality or self-awareness. It seemed that we were at least 2 people instead of 1. You think that 2 people goes away just because your fucking ass don't smoke crack no more? You ain't so you 5 years from shooting dope. Who gives a fuck? They're still here. They're still here. They ain't go nowhere. All right, wait a minute. We ran around and tried to get our lives together before our next run. Now, with 8, 9 years clean, 5 years clean, the run might not be a chemical run. The run might not be dope. Huh? The run might be, check it out, I told you we got an impulse control disorder. Huh? The run might be, check it out, buying 2 new cars in 1 year. Huh? And then finding out you can't handle it. Shop, wait a minute, women, shoes. Shop till your motherfucking drop. 300 pair of shoes. And 2 goddamn feet. Come on, man. Yeah. Oh no. You know, fucking everybody. You know? It's logical. It's logical for people who don't feel good, feeling good. It's something that's going to make you feel good. Shopping, buying, movies, whatever. I'm talking about overindulgent, impulse control disorder. If it makes you feel good and it's safe, because nobody goes to prison for fucking. All right? It's true. It's true. You know? Wait a minute. Some sometimes we could do this very well. But later it was less important. Ooh, you remember how you used to do a lot of fucking? And then all of a sudden, where the guys at? Now your dick won't even get hard. I just come to share. This is a program of reality. If you want to be candy coated, go to treatment. All right? But later, it was less important and more impossible. In the end, Dr. Jekyll died and Mr. Hyde took over. Dr. Henry Jekyll, the exact nature. He was an astute physician. He was a healer. And Henry Jekyll wasn't so comfortable in his own skin. So Henry Jekyll, he went and got some chemicals. He went and got some glass pipes, and tubes and flasks and syringes. And Henry Jekyll said, I just want to see if I can change my mood. So Henry Jekyll started using his chemicals. And Edward Hyde appeared. Different stature, distorted and contorted body figure. And Edward Hyde would go out. Wait a minute. Because what Henry Jekyll was working on was something to help him get past his social anxiety. He had a social phobia. So Edward Hyde would do the things, check it out. He would do the things that Henry Jekyll couldn't do. Now tell me if you can relate. I'm about 14 years old. I like her. I want to ask her to dance. But I can't get off the wall. I'm on the wall. I can't get off the wall. So my man, Cliff A, him and Chucky Austin, right? They come over and they say, hey, take a hit of this. They say, damn. Oh man, I'm like goddamn Michael Jackson. I'm like Usher, Michael Jackson, moonwalking. Wait a minute. I now can get past my inhibitions, get past my fear, get past my social anxiety. I can now ask her, would you dance? And now, because of the substance, if she rejects me, I say, Oh, fuck her. Well, so Dr. Henry Jekyll was making his moves through Mr. Edward Hyde. But then we had these, like I said, with the voice passage I just read, we had these fleeting moments of sanity. When the voice reaches us and the voice says, no, Dr. Henry Jekyll, no. And he listens. We listen. We listen. But Dr. Henry Jekyll, he crushed up. Wait a minute. Sound familiar? He took his glass pipes and his vials and his flask and his syringes and he did like this. He smashed them. No more. He said it in Spanish. No más. He became bilingual. See, he had a room. He had a reservation, though. He had a separate room for Mr. Edward Hyde. Him and Hyde weren't in the same room. When he became Hyde, Hyde had his own room and his own gear. He had gear. Jekyll's reservation was that he kept Hyde's room and he kept Hyde's clothes. He just didn't drink the shit no more. Wait a minute. He was successful for a short period of time. Then one night, check it out, without the use of drugs, Dr. Henry Jekyll transformed into Mr. Edward Hyde. And he went to that room of reservations. And he put on those clothes of reservations. And he went back out clean. Clean. What are we doing clean? What are we doing? If you just want to be clean, and that's it, I invite you to come up to the podium. Prostate. Prostate, bend over, goddammit. And I'll take Mark's tape dubbing machine and smash you in the fucking head. Right? You'll go into a coma. And perhaps you'll be in a coma for 7 to 8 years. And if you're blessed to come out of the coma, you'll be 7 or 8 years clean. But if you ain't in recovery, probably the first thing you want to do is get high. Why wouldn't you? Birds fly, fish swim, addicts use. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't I? Recovery is an active change in attitudes. How I feel about something, ideas, what I think about what I feel, and behaviors, how I act or what I think about what I feel. It's more than simple abstinence. Recovery doesn't mean you do what I do. Recovery means that you do what you're supposed to do. But if you don't know what you're supposed to do because you haven't checked it out sort through prayer and meditation to improve your conscious contact with God, as you understand Him, and check it out. Praying only, God damn it, not for another thing. Only for knowledge of His will for you. Huh? And the power, now you get power back. We come here, check it out. We come here powerless. Recovery and relapse. We come here powerless. And the power that we seek comes to us through other addicts in Narcotics Anonymous. But we must reach out for it. So we come here powerless. Check it out. In the first step, we admit that we were powerless over our addiction and that our lives have become unmanageable. All right, now we're in the 11th step and we see, check it out, knowledge of His will for us, and check it out, the power to carry it out. But it ain't the power to do what the fuck I want to do. What I want to do went out the window in the third step. Not in the first, third step. I'm talking about as I worked through the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th steps. Who I was, check it out, had cut put on it. Look, I don't know who I'm going to be. I know who I am today. I don't know what the plan is for me. I got clean at the age of 41. Some of y'all are blessed to be in here at the age of 18 and 19 and 25 and 26. God bless you. I'm happy for your ass. All right? I ain't hating on you. You know? It's my understanding, and I could be wrong, that I have been through what I've been through like iron is put through the fire. The horseshoe, take a blacksmith. He repeatedly puts the shoe in fire, and then he tests it. Tap, tap, tap. And if it ain't quite right, he puts it back in the fire. Because the blacksmith is trying to get the iron to be the proper tensile strength. I believe this is what happens with us. That we have these challenges in life. And let me tell you something. This is what I found out. If you think you're not going to be challenged, you're in the wrong place. You're going to be challenged. I don't give a fuck how much time you get. You're going to be challenged. Our job is to self-actualize. Self-actualize means that who am I? Who am I? I mean, really, fuck my name. Who am I? In behavior, who am I? In relationship to my environment. Who am I in relationship to the community where I live? Wait a minute. It tells us here in the 7th step, in the basic text, right? It says in the 7th step, it says we gradually, listen to this. We gradually and carefully pull ourselves out of the isolation and loneliness of addiction and into the mainstream of life. But how can we return to mainstream society with a bunch of fucked up character defects? When they gave me 20 to 25 years in Rollway State Prison, the last sentence, that was the last one. That was a 62524 joint. They gave me 20 to 25 years. They didn't send me to prison because I had really good social skills. They sent me to prison because my behavior was unacceptable in the community where I lived. In this state and in the federal system and in any state, it's going to say the state or the Commonwealth. Pennsylvania's a Commonwealth. Massachusetts, Virginia. All right? The state, but I'll keep it on New Jersey. The state of New Jersey. That's a lot of motherfuckers. That's a lot of people. The state of New Jersey versus Ronald Hayes. The state was saying his behavior is of the nature that his ass needs to be removed. Those 15 years in prison. I was down in Trenton State Prison, 1972. I was there 2 weeks, and the guy he stabbed the sergeant in the heart. He killed him. And he wasn't trying to escape. He just killed him. I was in a joint with people who had nothing but despair. All right? My life wasn't worth anything, you know. I found out that I don't want to be with a group of people who are full of despair. I'm a therapist in private practice. I can deal with your fucking depression. I can deal with it if you're trying to get out of it. If you're trying to do something with it, I can deal with your bipolar disorder. I can deal with your schizophrenia. All right? If you're trying to do something about it, I can deal with all of that. But I am not going to volunteer to be around people who put a muzzle on hope. I don't want to be around. Listen, I don't know what I got left, and I'm not sick. This ain't a sick on the down low talk. I ain't sick, but I don't know how much I have left. I don't have a clue. All I want to do, right, is to check out, leave a legacy other than the one that I was developing. All right? A legacy. A helper. I helped somebody. I was kind. I was considerate. You know, I was gentle. Not that he fucked everybody over. He couldn't be trusted any further than you could see him. In recovery. Don't let him in your house. Shit'll be missing. I want to leave a legacy. So I've been working hard. Now, it ain't always easy. I was married. I got divorced on April 16th of last year. That's the Virginia Tech Day. I remember it. Now, I don't say any more about it. April 16th. It reminds me of when I got divorced. I was married to a woman, and lesbian issues came up for her. Listen, we're the lesbians. I love you like a fat kid loves cake. All right? I don't have problems with any lesbians. I don't have problems with gays. I don't have no homophobia. I know who the fuck I am. All right? And I care about y'all. I know, I have a pretty good idea of the suffering that you've experienced that some of us haven't experienced. All right? Well, my wife, this stuff came up for her. All right? And we did therapy, and it decided that we should separate. All right? Because I'm heterosexual. So we should separate. So we separated. But listen, I had some stuff, records of the past that wasn't even mine. They took $3,000 of my dollars from the bank. $3,000. Listen, I was hot. Wait a minute. I was hot. I got access to 2 9mm. 9mm Taurus Parabellum, 17 rounds in the clip. Huh? Browning 9mm, hollow points, 15 rounds in the clip. Listen, I felt like putting on a ski mask and a black ninja outfit. Son of a bitches. I mean, wait a minute. I used to rob people. Well, I robbed banks and institutions. I didn't rob people. No, I didn't. I had a rationalization that it was covered by FDIC. All right? You know, it wasn't personal. All right? All right? But I was pissed. I had to do, check it out, what mainstream society says do. Get a lawyer. I went to court this morning, and I won, I got my $3,000 back. All right? I got my $3,000 back, but I wouldn't have gotten it back had I, check it out, had I done de facto, all right, de jure, legal terms. You're in prison like me, you'd know these terms. De jure means legal. De facto means illegal. Had I taken de facto measures, my ass would be in a de facto prison. All right? Now, I had a problem with school. I should give you some here and now stuff. Had a problem with school. All right? The problem was that I was told I'm in my comp examinations for this doctorate. All right? I have to pass the examinations in order to go into the dissertation class. So the professor, I'm only in a classroom with one person. This is real intimate. The professor, Dr. So-and-so. He said, Ron, I need you to write your questions. I said, write what questions? So he sent me some samples. So I'm struggling to write these questions. See, I have documented ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And the more stress that comes up, the more it kicks in. So I'm struggling with these questions that I'm told that I'm supposed to write. And I send in one question. It's not just a question, y'all. This is some shit that has fancy language attached to it. It needs to have so many rubrics. You know, what the fuck is that, right? So many rubrics. It needs to be by Bloom's taxonomy. You know, what the fuck is all of this, man? All right, so now I'm trying to do this. I'm at the end, y'all. I don't have another goddamn class. I've taken all of my courses. I've maxed out on them. I'm like an A- guy. All right? I don't have another class. Adolescent psychology, family psychology, human sexuality, you name it. And I called the school last week, 7 weeks into the course. And the school says, I said, listen, I'm having problems writing these questions. The school said, writing what questions? I said, well, I'm writing my exam questions. The school said, Ron, you don't write the questions. I said, what? They said the questions are supposed to be sent to you by your professor. So either the professor had me doing his work, either he had me doing his work, or he just made a mistake. Maybe he was too new with this comp exam thing. I don't know. I'm not even going to judge it. That's not my place. You know what my place is? And my place is to take care of me in a situation like this. My second step kick in. I said, wait a minute. Just 7 weeks into the course is over. And at this point, with this discussion, with this talk right now, the course is over in 2 weeks and 2 days. All right. I said, they said, well, wait a minute. Your professor got to send you these questions. So I contacted him, and know what he said? He said, Ron, don't tell anybody I didn't send you those questions. So that, you and I, all of us been through enough shifty stuff to have an idea that if he doesn't want me to tell anybody, get real specific and follow up, that something's up. So he said, send me what you're researching, and I'll send you the questions this weekend. All right. In the meantime, I contacted the disabilities department in the school. Those of you who are in school need to grow big ears and hear what I'm saying. If you have a documented disability, under the Americans with Disabilities Act, the Disabilities Department has to make special allowances for you. You can get extended time for your classes, but it's got to be documented. Can't be you walking in and telling somebody you got something. All right? So I went to my clinical psychologist, a guy I see a couple of years ago. Check it out, before I got better. And he did me a letter. I went to my medical doctor. I'm dealing with diabetes. All right. Low-level diabetes. A few years ago, I was way overweight. I didn't know. I never taught about health, In fact, I didn't smoke cigarettes for 9 years, but I was shooting dope at the same time because I thought that cigarettes were bad for your health, right? It's true. It's true. All right. So I got the prescription from my doctor. I faxed it in, so now I'm classified as a disabled student. All right. And little do they know that I have disabilities. All right. My work has been pretty good. I've never needed extra time, but with the way shit is going down, I'm covering my ass. All right. That's exactly what I'm doing. All right. I'm covering my ass. They're not gonna stick me at the end. All right. So I'm working, y'all. And I don't know, working, and I'm not sure where I'm going. I've been fighting against all odds. Against all odds. Check it out. I was facing the death penalty in 1971. All right. For kidnapping with ransom. I kidnapped the warden in Yardville Reformatory. Right? Yeah. It's all documented, man. I got my rap sheet here. I was 23 years old. I was buck wild, me and some clean addicts, clean and crazy. All right. Decided that we wanted to make some changes. This is right after Attica. Attica was September 1971. All right. This is December 15th and 16th, 1971. So, kidnapping with ransom in the state of New Jersey under the old penal code carried a mandatory life sentence or the death penalty. All right. Now I probably wouldn't have got executed. Nobody got hurt. But my ass was on the line. So here I am. I did all this time in prison. I'm facing the death penalty. I was in treatment 32 times. Let me tell you a little story. The 30-second treatment program. All right. That's the last one I went to. It's a program in New Brunswick called the Open Door. A year later, I got a job there as a receptionist. 8 years later, I became the executive director. You can be anybody you want to be. I'm an adjunct professor at a university in Central Philadelphia. I teach graduate and postgraduate courses. They call me Professor H. You can be any as we really are. This is after accepting our good qualities along with our defects, knowing we can change with the help of a higher power. Go back to the second step. God too busy to stay in your life every goddamn day. Too busy. And you ain't that important. It's a whole lot of people that need attending to. So what it is that, check it out. God works through people. If you hate on people, you're starting to cut off your help. If you hate enough on any one person, God will set it up where the only person in your goddamn area who can help you is that person. We are becoming what we were meant to be all along. Whole human beings. Nobody can do this for you. You can't get it by osmosis. It's not a spectator sport. All right, you got to invest in you, and investing in you, you invest in the recovery process. Wait a minute. Listen. Second step, basic text. It's the process of coming to believe that restores us to sanity. It's the fucking process. It's not any one event. It's the process. Do you have a process going on? Huh? Or are you, check it out, or are you rigid and stagnated? Huh? Are you talking about the same shit week after week, month after month? That means there's something that you're not doing something to challenge yourself. We should be challenging ourselves. Huh? We practice ongoing adherence to our newfound values. 12 step. It works how and why. Thereby strengthening their importance in our lives. We saw that by making our spiritual development our primary focus, other aspects of our lives would progress naturally as they were meant to all along. We are supposed to be somebody, and we have defected. We chose to try to design our own destiny with crack cocaine, heroin, wine, weed, hallucinogenics. The biggest challenge is one that my wife faced. For her to be able to say, honey, I love you. I care about you. But I like women. Some heavy shit, man. And I didn't immediately look down at my dick. It had nothing to do with my penis. All of you women in here who are lesbians, you know just what I'm talking about. It had nothing to do with no penis. It's an emotional condition. It's not a dick condition. Recovery tells us to be who we are. But it's a process to get into who we are. Listen, I have no idea how long I've talked. Am I burnt here? All right. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. That's all I want to do is help somebody. That's all I really want to do. And when I'm done helping somebody, I'll die. But I'll rest in peace. It's altogether different than dying in turmoil, all right, and drama, you know. So, I'm working for myself. Been doing that for the last 6 years. Talking about a faith issue. Buy my own health insurance. Set up my own retirement plan. Wait a minute. That sounds rather adult. Sounds rather adult. I think I'm about at the end of my talk. Them flames went out. This was like a fireside chat. Then they extinguished the flames on me. All right. Step work, folks. Step work. Step work sponsorship. I want to know the sponsorship sponsors. Sponsors. Those of you who sponsor people, give your sponsees goals. Goals. Don't give your sponsees open-ended stuff. If you give them a step, give them a date. Give them a date. The date can always be changed. The date can always be modified. But you don't want to keep it open-ended. Here's the first step. Give it to me when you're done. That's not healthy. It's not healthy. Addicts need structure. Addicts need direction. If they didn't need direction, they wouldn't need your fucking ass as a sponsor. I mean, what are you there for other than direction? The direction is a fine line. It's not dictatorship. It's not controlship. It has to feel like a suggestion. Yeah, don't infantilize your sponsees. That means like keep them like babies. Don't do shit for them. Don't do it for them. Talk to them. Advise them. Suggest how they do it. All right? But they must learn to stand on their own 2 feet. You know? Be careful how you do this thing, because it's everybody needs a sponsor if you're in this program, because without a sponsor, it's like a jungle out here. It make me wonder how I keep from going under. It's a jungle. This thing, the jungle ain't how to cop dope in Newark. The jungle ain't how to go down in the old days, go down to Avenue D in Alphabet City. The jungle ain't how to go up 116th Street and Links Avenue in Harlem in the old days and cop dope. That's second nature. The jungle is, wait a minute, now that I'm clean, how do I navigate society successfully? And how do I do it? Check it out. And be honest at the same time. So anyway, that's where I'm at, man. I don't think, I could go and go and go. I ain't going no more. All right. It's a wonderful experience for me. I am absolutely grateful for what God has done with me. I'm grateful for my investment in my recovery. Check it out. 6-step basic text. So often, addicts have sought the rewards of hard work, but without the labor. No work? Check it out. Wait. The full fruit, huh? The full fruit. Not the partial, retarded fruit. Right? The full fruit of a labor of love lives in the harvest. Wait a minute. And that always comes in its right season. So if you don't till the soil, if you don't root and weed the garden. Remember our garden, Cliff? Boot Hill. We had a garden in prison called Boot Hill. Me and Cliff. We grew fantastic veggies. Mad vegetables, eggplants, zucchini, collard greens, string bean, yellow summer squash. We stretched out, but we had the weed. We had the weed, or the weeds would overcome our garden. We didn't want that to happen because we send the eggplant out on Saturday and the sisters would bring it back cooked on Sunday. You know that, Cliff? Fond memories. Check it out. Even a bad situation has a good memory. So if you don't till the soil, if you don't weed your garden, then you reap what you sow. Listen, I love you all. Let's have a great weekend here. All right? I'm an addict named Ron. Thanks for listening.